Alright everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Blueprints. Yesterday was day 12, and we managed to hit all the way over to room 46. Now, we are going to be moving on to day 13, our first day with room 46 unlocked. And we've got a lot of tasks to do, but we're going to see what we can figure out. We've already solved the foundation, yes. We did make it to room 46. Room 46 is episode 12 of the series. Yeah, there's a lot that's happened, Vix. They will. So I do want to tell you guys as well, because a couple people asked, right? With the... Oh, that looks like our trophy right there. Oh, that's fantastic. For the sake of progress, right? Here's what we're going to do. And this, I'm leaving the YouTube video up for this as well, because I want everyone to hear it. So, this is cool. We're going to read this in a second, because we just made it to room 46. The thumbnail. Some people were asking me, why was the episode 8, why did it have a golden color thumbnail? The golden color thumbnail is for days that we achieve big things, for example, trophies or accomplishments. And with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the trophies into my thumbnail. So for any of you that are on your phone, it might be a little bit hard to see, but if you're on your computer, you can go watch... or you can go look at the thumbnail for episode 8, and you'll see episode 8 has a gold number on it. And then I also put my 45 room challenge trophy on a box above my frog. And now we have the inheritance trophy. So for episode 12, for that thumbnail, it's going to be gold as well, because that's when we made it to room 46. And then you'll start seeing my trophy in all of the rest of the thumbnails in the attic. So we're going to track all of our trophy progress. So that way, in case anyone ever needs like a quick tracker, like did we get to this, did we unlock this, you can look at the thumbnails and you'll know when we accomplished our trophy feats. Only open in the event of inheritance. Well, let's take our allowance first. We don't have a magnifying glass. No! We need a magnifying glass. I am going to 100% this game. I am going to get every trophy in this game, every achievement. I don't care if it takes me 2 years, I'm going to do it. Hey, Benny. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, and growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation. I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. As I grew older, the lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize, and I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you've reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Avin Navari, Herbert S. Sinclair. That's pretty cool. And we have our trophy. The Inheritance Trophy. You have been awarded the Inheritance Trophy for reaching room 46. In recognition of completing your bequest. Dude, this trophy's so cool. It looks so good. We've accomplished room 46. Which you would think would mean we beat the game, but hell no, we got a whole bunch of stuff left to do. Someone asked, do we have to sleep in the tent anymore? That's a good question. I wonder if we have to sleep in the tent. I'm 15 hours in and keep thinking we'll be able to draft the stair to the second floor and start getting all the third dimensions on the grid. That would be really cool. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Okay, pause. Pause. I know it's a new room. I know it's a new room, but we made the burning glass and we checked in the burning glass to our coat check so we could blow up the dynamite in the trading post. Oh, I want the shrine, but like we got to do the dynamite. The shrine will be here. Look, the shrine will be here for later. We already had a set goal to accomplish the trading post, and we made an item for it specifically. So we're going to do the trading post. You're correct, Steve. It will stay there, but we just it's so relevant, like the build up. I don't wanna waste anyone's time. Now, is there any reason to go into the trading post right now? Not really, no. We just need to come back once we get the what you call it. Also, now that we know how the foundation works, I am very pleased with its location on the map. It's quite nice. We just need a coat check, which means I'll probably take the coat check. The Mount Holly gift shop, souvenirs for sale. These are some cool things that you must unlock after you get the inheritance room. Can you actually start the run from the foundation? Technically, if we had a key card, we could get there. You have to have a key card to call the elevator down. There's a gift shop. We're going to the gift shop in a moment. We have a den and a spare green room and a commissary. It's a good spot for a spare green room, honestly. We can't get to the foundation start yet. Because here's the thing, to get down there, you have to go back through the basement, which we can do all of that. But there was a button there that required a key card, and you had to insert the key card to call the elevator down. Now, the only way we could get a key card is if we draft a few rooms first and manage to get a key card, then we could leave the house and then continue playing from the foundation. A hallway. Great spot for a hallway. Yeah, for a shop having 3 doors, it might be the only shop that has 3 doors. Let's take a look in here. This is so cool. So cool. Enjoy a lunch. Room 46. The Red Prince and his book. Blue tents. Tents fit for a prince. Sturdy construction, steel stakes, and scouting rope included. The base size is 6 by 8. It's 40 inches high. It's a dew-dry finish. It's water-resistant treatment. Dude, these blue tents look awesome. If I left the elevator down there, would it start there the next day? That's a possibility. Honestly, I would wear this shirt in real life. That's a cool logo. Well, let's see what kind of souvenirs we have for sale. The observatory. Oh, we can look at it. Mount Holly Observatory. Wish you were here. Can we look at all of these? Merry Christmas. Stay safe this holiday season. I give up. I'm stumped. It's about time you visit Mount Holly. I give up. I'm stumped. There's a blank one. We've got the Reddington card as well. No new ones yet, though. I guess that when we observe more, we'll get more. The Mount Holly tea. A permanent addition to the walk-in closet. Does this just add it as a decoration? Lunchbox, a permanent addition to the dining room. When you reach rank 5 with the lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Interesting. $40 is the swim trunks. A permanent addition to the pool. A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Does that mean there's going to be like a locker, and if you open it up, you can get swim trunks and just go in the water anyways without having to leave it drained? Hmm. Swimbird plushie, a permanent addition to the master bedroom. Unlock dare mode? I don't know what dare mode is, but that's cool that there's different modes in the game now. Dirigiblox is on the console edition, but it will come to PC soon. And blue tents. A permanent addition to the campsite. Blue tents can only be purchased after you have proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. Wow. That is crazy. Get the bird to do dare mode. Does anybody know what dare mode is? You can tell me what dare mode is. I'm not going to be upset about that. It's definitely a hard mode. Dare mode is very hard. What is it like? You can't see any of the rooms you're drafting, or like 2 of your 3 choices will always be a dead end, or it's like you get all red rooms first or something like that. Dare mode, you get a list of dares to do? That makes sense. Well, we do have some money, but I don't want to purchase any of this yet. It just looks nice. It adds a set of rules you have to meet. Okay, cool. That's good enough, honestly. Perfect. 110 coins. Just some cool rules. All right. A really funny one is you have to stay in the lavatory for 30 seconds every day. What the hell? All right. There's a higher difficulty than dare mode? All right. Well, I mean, we'll get to it eventually once we get our money. I mean, hey, this could be the run that we break the piggy bank, although that doesn't seem like the smartest option, because then we could never get the piggy bank back. And one day we could get $500 out of the piggy bank. Okay. The kitchen's not bad. The storeroom and the guest bedroom, I would like at least a key. Guest bedroom's fine. Storeroom, this is a good spot for it. You bought the bird, but how do you activate dare mode? I do not know. What we do need, though, is a coat check. I have not forgotten my obligations. We're looking for a coat check. That is today's goal. There's a perfect spot for a billiard room. How do you activate dare mode? Is that a puzzle in itself? Probably. Okay, nothing in here. 4 is 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Please all be 4 as the answers. 6 minus 3 is 3. Times 5 is 15. Divide by 15 is 1. 19 minus 11 is 8. Times 3 is 24. Divide by 12 is 2. Beautiful. We'll take our 2 keys and be on our merry way. Yes, Alayton, we have done the letter puzzle for every room. Ooh. We only have 1 green room right now. It's probably better to just take the parlor here. You remember when your math puzzles were as easy as that? For some reason, my puzzle today was pretty good. It did have some like square roots and stuff last time we did it. Let's take a parlor puzzle. Let's see what we get. We'd love to get our coat check early on, if at all possible. And we have the trading post, so we can trade one of our keys for another item, which is kind of cool. Okay. Oh, this is a lot to read. Hold on. Every box is black. All right. Pause. No, we know that's not true. Every box contains gems. That's also not true. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. This box contains gems. That could make it true. This box is black. So blue is a guaranteed liar. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes will be true if you replace the everywhere. Okay. Yes, that is correct. Because you could say this box contains gems. So that would be a true statement. Then this would be a true statement. But I guess in order of operations of opening boxes, it would have to be this box is true first, meaning that this box is true second because it would change the word to this, and then this box would be false. Oh, wait, that's not right. Oh, no, that's right, because it would say this box is black, which would make it false. All right, so in that case, it makes this box true, so every box contains gems, which would be this box contains gems. So I think they're in the white box. Hey, they are in the white box. Nice. It's not really about overthinking. I more just want to explain it in the most, like, diligent way possible for people who struggle with these. I've had 2 people message me who are like, hey, could you go into heavy detail when you talk about them because I struggle to understand them? And I'm like, absolutely. That's why I overthink them as much as possible. It is overthinking in a way, but it's more like over-explaining more than anything else. But I'm here for everybody to enjoy it. Okay. The observatory. We would have... How many stars would we have? Oh, we can't see. 22 stars? Lost and found for rare items. Well, to be fair, the order of operations of truth, I mean, one box couldn't be true without the other box being true first. So that puzzle specifically did have an order of operations. Like, you had to pick that box first, otherwise to identify it as true, otherwise the puzzle wouldn't be solvable. Bedroom isn't bad here. It's a good central spot for it. I don't really know. I don't know what we have in the observatory. We have 22 stars? Let me check my screenshots real quick. Let me check the list. Yeah, let me scroll down and find my list. Sorry, I know you guys are stuck on this screen, but I don't have overlays yet. Is there a way? You know what? Okay, cool. Looks like we got it working. Here's just random screenshots that I've taken throughout the game. They're not in any particular order. I don't know if I can order them, and they're kind of messy. Some things I forget to take screenshots of. It's whatever. So I do apologize. Where is my observatory? Is it missing? Where's my observatory list? Okay, we would have 22 stars, I assume. The twins, Clavis the Key, and Draxus the Dead. Okay, we probably don't want to take Draxus the Dead. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go back to this then. I'm not going to draft up the observatory. We'll take the bedroom, but let's take off my double display capture. No, I think Draxus the Dead is the one that gives you dead ends all the time, and I do not want dead ends. That's true. I don't have to click on Draxus the Dead. I didn't think about that. That's fair. I forget that you don't have to activate them that way. That's my bad. I will try to remember that for the future. The den being here is kind of cool, but we'll just take our hallway because why not? Well, actually, yeah, I like our hallways. The goal is to get a coat check. Weird spot for the dining room. Weird spot for the drawing room. Ugh. Okay, well, I mean, it's a bad spot for the hallway as well. These are all bad. I don't want any of these here. 45 hallway challenge? I don't think 45 hallway challenge is possible. Drawing room does give me a better chance at a better room for the center of the house. Yeah. But we do have a spare bedroom right here already. I just hate the idea of wasting the drawing room right here. I'd rather just take the hallway and just like dunk it now and go back to the spare room and go up. Here's the thing. If we take the drawing room, we're wasting a whole doorway that we could use with a redraw later on, and we already have access to this space from the spare bedroom, and we need to go back to the beginning of the run anyways. Yeah, the boiler pump room. Honestly, I'm dunking a hallway here. I apologize, but it just feels... Well, I guess we could go back one and try to go left from here. Okay, it's another hallway. No, the courtyard's perfect right here. The courtyard's great. We just needed to dump a hallway, yeah. No, we got a sledgehammer. Okay, well, there's nothing out here that we can use it for. The dark room here, huh? Not exactly what I would have wanted. The commissary here is pretty good, actually. Just need a battery pack? Yeah, a battery would be cool. No, I'm not taking the dark room here. We'll save the dark room for later. We need a coat check. That's all I care about is the coat check. I don't care if this day is only 15 minutes long. It's already 20 minutes long. But I just want to go try to light the dynamite with the burning glass. I want to do that. Let's take the commissary. The commissary has gems, keys, gems, and banana. Okay. We got the coat check. Yes. Yes, I'm not even, like, it's not up for debate. We're taking it. We're taking the coat check. And we are retrieving our burning glass. Well, welcome to the stream, Anastasia. It's 2 a.m. here? Oh, jeez. Okay, we're going back to the trading post right now. We have 54 steps. Let's go see what happens. I do want to blow up that thing in the trading post. Get money and buy out the showroom? That would be nice too. I would love to get some money for the showroom. It's 6 a.m. for you? Jeez. It's early for a lot of you folks. I know we don't have a lot of steps, right? Okay. Give me just 1 second. I need to make sure this is good to go. It is good to go. Okay, we've made it into the trading post for today. First of all, let's check our allowance box is not here. Second of all, we do have a wind-up key that trades into a compass. Not bad. Third of all, there's dynamite and we have a burning glass. Get away from it! I like that we take cover in the doorway. Yo! What is this going to take us to? Oh, we found a secret storeroom with so much money. This is perfect. This couldn't have gone any better. Were they making alcohol in here? Was this a distillery? We got another upgrade disc. Let's take all of our money. Wait. Pause. No, stop. Don't take the money yet, because what if we get the coin purse from trading? Christoph, here's the rest of your share. 40 gold from the moonshine shipment we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it is no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's continually increasing suspicion. But I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, I would be much beholden to you. Denny. It's moonshine! And listen, I know what real moonshine is like. I had mountain family. I'm talking about I had family that lived up in the mountains that didn't wear shoes. They wore overalls. Blue jean overalls, and they may or may not have made moonshine before. And I'm talking real moonshine and sour mash. They were mountain family. I've never actually met them in person, but you can trade the upgrade disc? Hell no. Burning glass trades for prism key. Sledgehammer trades for the sledgehammer trades for the coin purse. The wind-up key for a compass is a good trade right off the bat. Let's see what the compass trades into. Car keys. I'd rather keep the compass for more north-facing rooms right now. We didn't get our coin purse, so I guess we should just take the, Ooh, you're right. Could I take the coin purse and trade back after? Well, here's the problem. Sometimes there were keys in the commissary, yes. Sometimes when you trade an item, it doesn't give you the same trade back. I don't know if we could get another sledgehammer. Should we sacrifice the sledgehammer for the coin purse to get the extra money to go buy in the gift shop? Here's the thing, that doesn't seem necessary. We have a daily allowance that we can keep playing off of that. So I'd rather just take the money now and be safe about it. We don't need to play around the shop. The thing is the sledgehammer can get us to new content. The shop will get us to new content, but the shop itself looked like in-game content to begin with. There are arrows, like it's a back and forth. What do you mean? No, the sledgehammer just has arrows on it like this. Or is this a direct trade, back and forth? Is that what that means? Because if you guys notice, the compass and the car keys don't have the arrows describing them, but the sledgehammer and the coin purse do. I'm not going to do it just for fear of it not working, but that's an interesting thing to, like, its dimensions for a drawing. Okay. If you get the bedroom next to chapel, it's free donations. That's true. Well, should we go buy anything right now? I don't want to start wasting steps yet. The coat check is in a very inconvenient spot, but I kind of want to go back to the courtyard. No, we should just go left. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the stream. We could go into the gift shop, and I don't remember what we could buy. We did have the one about the dining room. Let's not go into the gift shop just yet. Wait, were they permanent upgrades? Screw it. We can spend a step to go back in here. I need to pay attention to these. Okay. You cost 110. Does anyone think we should save up, or should we just buy these cheaper ones first? The lunchbox is a good one. That is pretty good. But it's in addition to the dining room, so we have to get the dining room first, right? Buy the cheap ones first? Well, we could get the swim trunks. And the Mount Holly tea. The Mount Holly tea seems the most useless, but... Okay, well, let's take the lunchbox then. And let's, we can always come back for the swim trunks. We have enough. We have enough. Like, I'll hold off for the swim trunks. Well, thanks for joining us, Sunshine. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Or morning, I should say. Well, these kind of suck. Take a hallway. Alright. This is actually interesting. I like the idea of having a nurse's station here. Because that means if we need to backtrack, we can come back here and backtrack and go outside to the trading post and come back in and go to the gift shop. I think it's a good nurse's station, honestly. You just got the pun, I'll get a pair of trunks, yeah. And the nook is kind of cool, but we already have access to the hallway. I'm going to take the nurse's station right here. And we just got to remember, if we come back here when we have less than 10 steps, we'll get 20 steps out of it. And we do this room normally pays for itself, which is nice. So we'll use the nursing station for now, because if this run starts to get short-handed, then it helps us out a little bit. Hey, we got the pantry. How'd I get the gift shop, Bob? Well, yesterday we made it to room 46, and then today, we're actually going to go back and buy the swim trunks right now. I don't care if it's using our steps up. I want it right now just to play it safe. Let's take our swim trunks. So, the joke about this, right? A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just bring some keys. I guarantee you the pool is going to have 2 locked trunks in it for loot now, from now on. I think it's funny. It's going to be funny if we get the pool. Okay. Next, we need to go back to the pantry. Sledgehammer coming in clutch? Yeah, if we get the pool, it will. Alright, we're low on steps. We have to take our apple. I'm so sorry, Bob. I hate that that's what you had to start the day with. We do have 3 keys. We'll take the corridor here instead. This run is not shaping up to be much right now. Okay. The West Wing Hall and the garage. We don't need the garage. Actually, you know what? We should probably take the garage here. And then go play off the courtyard and go up. The chapel is interesting. Actually, you know what? It's not a bad spot for the chapel. But I like the idea of the garage, just for the keys. 3 extra keys could be good since we don't even have a security room yet. We do have the sledgehammer, huh? Tough choices. You know what? Let's take the chapel instead. Let's take the chapel. Ding. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Wow. Well, we're taking the nook, because the den is wasted here. And the nook is just another key. But before we go in there... Smash Pig for dare mode? That's... yeah. Maybe. It's a possibility. We got a patio. We do have 2 green rooms already. It's not a very good dark room. It's not a bad guest bedroom, actually. I think, genuinely, we're going to take the guest bedroom here. And then play off the foundation. I didn't give you guys long enough to hate for that decision, so I'm free. I'm free from angry comments, at least for a moment. Just caught up from watching 2 times because you were late. I've never been able to watch anything at 2x speed, but I know a lot of people that do it. It's just funny to me. This is a great spot for the passageway. Absolutely wonderful spot for the passageway. Yes, I have done the utility closet puzzle. Interesting. Let's see what we've got here. We'll use one of our keys. We do not have the jackhammer. Okay, well... losing half of our steps kinda sucks. But the Great Hall is also unfortunate. You're right, the locksmith for a chance to get the secret garden key. I mean, if we lose half our steps and then go to the nursery, we'll be spending the same amount of steps to get back up here in the first place. We'll be 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10. We would actually have less steps. The Great Hall's not bad here. I would just have to get lucky with it. It's just rough. Here's what we will do, though. If we can make it back to the courtyard at some point, somehow, then, yeah, we're not taking the weight room. If we get to the courtyard, it will open up the door to the Great Hall and will give us one side guaranteed. Another key over here, and then you're probably locked, huh? Well, we're going to go north first. The boudoir is 2 dice for re-rolling, and a hallway just gives us a bunch of paths. I like the idea of getting back into the antechamber to see what's in room 46. The observatory is okay, but the hallway lets us go up again. I like the idea of re-rolls as well. It gives us a better chance of getting into the antechamber. Ooh, that's a tough decision. That is a tough decision. I think we're going to take the boudoir for the gems, because rooms up here cost a lot of gems, and it gives us the 2 reroll option. So, let's punch in our Christmas date for the Christmas safe. And then, where are my 2 ivory die? There they are. Yeah, this run has been flooded with a lot of very mediocre rooms. I don't want to use a key here. I really don't want to gamble in the Great Hall either. You know what? We will use a key here. Yikes. Ooh, yikes. The gems in the safe are always red gems, yes. We could trigger the bedroom closet. I think we should. Alexis, are you here? Alexis, should we vote? Hold on. We need to cast a vote. This, the closet it is. We have triggered the bedroom closet, and we got a gem, a silver key? We did get a silver key. Then we got ourselves another die, and we got ourselves another regular key. Pretty solid haul. Can you change your vote out of spite? Well, now the Great Hall has some good options for us. We know the passageway is locked. Your soul can finally rest in peace. That's it. I'm alt F4ing the run. Okay, give me a moment here. The Great Hall is so important that we get it unlocked and go north. This being locked could be a garage, which would give us more keys. You know what? I'm gambling here. I'm gambling with my die that we're going to get a garage. We got a garage. And, well, it doesn't have the potential to be powered. But we're taking the garage for the 3 extra keys. Just solid picks here, right? We're playing min-maxing this run. This feels like a demo run. It's very generic feeling. Now, we don't have the steps to go back to the beginning of the house without being punished for it. So it's time to go into the Great Hall, and we're going to go over here first, and we're going to use our silver key right here. I think it's a good spot for the silver key. If you disagree, that's fair. Okay. We could redraw for other special rooms. Also an option. We could take the dining room, which is very important. However, it's also likely that we're going to get a dining room anyways. As in, we've drafted the dining room every single run. I am in need of steps. The security room does have an upgrade for us, and we could lower... You know what? I think we have to take the security room here. The security room allows the upgrade. The dining room would have the lunchbox for the steps, but the security room can shut off the locked doors for us, because that's going to stop us. I think we have to take security room here. It sucks that this was the layout for security room. Like, this is where we managed to find it, but it's understandable. Let's see what kind of room upgrade we get first. Enter, please. The guest bedroom. Okay. Let's see what we can upgrade our guest bedroom with. The guest bedroom? Pause. I already like it because of the name. Hidden effect of a random bedroom in your draft pool. Dude, we could gamble. The quest bedroom. If you enter the antechamber today, add 2 coins to your allowance. Okay, the quest bedroom is pretty cool too, and it doesn't lose the default 10 steps that it gives you. The Geist bedroom. If you have a tomb on an estate today, gain an additional 4 ivory die plus 2 ivory die. Quest bedroom I like a lot. I think we're going to take the quest bedroom because it still gives you the 10 steps, and then you can do this multiple times. So you don't lose the added effect from it. I don't even know how to get the tomb or what the tomb is, so we're going to stick with a quest bedroom. I think it's just fun. Quest is for long-term play. I agree. This is why we're going for it. We should go... Let's go over here. It's locked. That sucks. Let's go north. It's locked. That sucks. Let's use a key. We got a pool. And we have a security room. And we have a sledgehammer, so this should give us 2... Okay, okay. With 2 trunks. Yeah, we're taking the pool here. Security doors, thank you for the reminder. I probably... Yep, that sucks. That's not smart of me. That was really not smart of me, huh? I'd already drafted the room. It doesn't guarantee anything? There are 2 gems, 7 coins, and 2 trunks, and a shovel. What the heck is the shovel in? Oop, I didn't mean to hit exit there. Okay, hold on. There's 2 things we can do here. I got a little ahead of myself. Log into the network. Swanson G. The core yard had a shovel in it? I thought I looked. Maybe it is there. There's a lot of dig spots on today's map, too. Remote terminal access. First things first, view active terminals. We're going to throw ourselves into the laboratory and run another experiment. The office would be cool for spreading money, but we already spent a bunch of money this run, so that's fine. Let's check the laboratory and get another experiment going. Yes, Vix, we have accomplished a lot. You should watch the streams, honestly. Or the episodes as they come up one a day. Experiment setup. Let's see what we get. Continue with experiment. Okay. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, set your steps to 40 seems really solid. Yeah, the core yard had the sledgehammer in it. It did not have anything else in it. Add 3 aquariums, we don't care. Actually, drafting a shop room setting my steps to 40 is pretty solid, too. Oh, yeah, Rowan, you're on the same page as me. I was just thinking about it. Let's take the shop room. Think the shovel is in the garage left wall? Ooh, good point. I didn't actually look around for the shovel in the garage because I've never seen it there before. That's pretty smart. Pretty good location for it. Let's go to our keycard systems. Set security level to low. Change offline mode to unlocked. Yeah, it would have been cool if we got it, but unfortunately we don't have a keycard yet, and we don't have another one, so I can't willingly take it and feel comfortable. We do have 3 keys left. I think it's time to go to the Great Hall, although in the pool room, we know there's 2 trunks, and we know there's a door right there, and they are down there, so you still have to keep the pool drained. We'll go in here. Maybe there's a keycard in one of them. No, but we did get the secret garden key. Alright. Secret garden key's not going to work, but I will use a regular key here. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take the den. You know, the bunk room would give us 4 gems. Yeah, but like, the den gives us a gem and gets us closer to the antechamber. I have a hard time going, I could get 2 extra gems when I could just get 1 extra gem and a guaranteed path north. So I think I'm gonna skip on the bunk room, even though it would trigger. The double is overlaid because it's just a play on the words. Like, it's double twice because it doubles your gem. I'm going to take the den. We want to get to the antechamber again. That's today's goal. And that means I have to get back into the Great Hall and play off of that, too. I probably should be careful with my steps. We're going to use our reroll dice up here. There's no extra trunk in here, but we need to see if we can gain access to the antechamber. Secret garden can be on either wing, yes. Okay. Honestly, I think the locker room is perfectly fine here. It spreads keys throughout the house. It doesn't hurt us. Wait a minute. Secret garden lever, I always forget. Someone tell me what secret garden lever opens? The southern door, right? So we can go draft the secret garden from the security room, guaranteed. It's the left door. Secret garden's the left door. Great Hall is the right door. Greenhouse is the southern door. Okay, in that case, we should push for the library. Or we redraw and try to get something that goes to the left. I kind of like the idea of re-rolling and getting something that allows us to the top left of the house. I'm going to redraw and see what I get. We got a dining room. That's not what I wanted. Okay. The dark room gets us over there, at least. It at least gets us over there. We can't reach the secret garden without going left. You can draw the secret garden on the right side of the house. I think we're going to save the rest of our redraws, and we take the dark room here. Just to play it safe. We got to be careful. Okay, what do we want to do? This door is a security door. This could be the secret garden. Yeah, and I really need to get back to the Great Hall and open up this door, but we know this door is unlocked. So that kind of sucks. We may actually take a trip back to the nurse's station and come back up through the courtyard to get the info on the Great Hall being unlocked. Okay, here's what we want to do. All right, let me see how many steps we have. We have 22 steps. We need to go get the secret garden from either side. The secret garden spreads fruit. That's important. And we could do that on the way back. But it's going to take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps to get there, which is fine. And then we can get 20 steps. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. We would be back at 10 steps, and it guarantees us the info on the Great Hall for one half of it. And I do get my power in one step as well. And the commissary had bananas. We don't have a lot of money, but we could try to get back there and at least buy one set of bananas. So let me just check. We have 22. It's going to take us how many to get back? If we were here, let's say we're standing right here, right? We would have, so 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Perfect. We're going to go in here. We don't need to lose 5 steps. We do not want this power. We do not want an armory for today. I kind of like the idea of not paying tithes and keeping our money. That could get us more footsteps from the commissary for buying bananas. And then the rook for re-rolling the 4 corners. We don't need this one. We're taking the bishop here. Armory set steps to 40 as a shop. That's fine. And I know we could still get a shop. But I'd rather take the money to go buy the gems and other stuff anyways, just to play it safe. And I'm going to do something crazy here. We're going to use a key here. And we're going to draft up a room. We're going to take this room. It's the locker room. That's pretty good. What's in the locker room for us? Alright. Let's go ahead and use our special garden key here. We've now opened up the left side of the antechamber. Yeah, well, we don't know where the shovel is except possibly in the garage. At least that's what we're hoping for. So here's what we can do now. This is probably locked. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to use our last key there. Next, I want to go to the nursing station. And we try to pick up keys along the way back through the house. So we need to observe everything and look for fruit and keys. Yeah, we gotta check the rooms for fruit and keys as we go back. That's true, we could save the fruit. I only wanted to eat the one just for now. There is another key right here. Oh, it sets it to 20 regardless. That's right, it's not additive, so we don't need to eat that. So, we're going to go Great Hall, Passageway, Garage. Is the shovel in the garage? I do not see a shovel in the garage. There's no need to check for items. Not this time around. Okay. Interesting. Okay, no shovel in here. So we know the shovel's not in here now, but we don't know where it's at. Next, we need to go Foundation, Nook, Chapel, Corridor, Pantry, Hallway, Nurse's Station. But we already went into the courtyard and there was a sledgehammer there. Is the burning glass still good to check? Probably. We got our extra 30 gold and we don't pay tithes now. Back through the corridor here. Was there a key in there? In the chapel? There was a key in the nook. Okay, do we have the steps to make it back for that? 1, 2, so hold on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We do. Shovel could be in the Great Hall. I'm thinking that's where it's at. Okay, let's go back. Hold on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're safe to get the key out of the nook. And you know what? We're probably not coming back this way. We'll eat a banana just to play it safe. I know it's 3 steps, but like you know, we're probably not coming back this way anyways. Another key in here. The shovel and the trading post? I thought I looked in there, but didn't see anything on the walls. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. We're going to come in here. This triggers every time we come in here. So let's go outside to the trading post. And let's go see if the shovel's in the trading post, and for whatever reason we just missed it. As a possibility. There was car keys over there, which is also something else I'm coming to the trading post for. Okay. There's no shovel in here, not that I'm seeing. Let's check the back room again, just to see if it's back here. Nope, nothing back there. Okay. We can trade our compass for the car keys. You can only enter the garage from the outside if you actually get power to it. So I think I'll trade. I know we have north-facing rooms, but I'd rather have the car keys once we make it back to the garage. Actually, hold on. If we go back to the garage, we will be by all of this stuff again. Yeah, so it's not that many steps wasted. But it's going to be cutting it close. Just to go in there for what? What could even be in there? Another key? Some more gems, maybe? I don't think we need the car keys. I just wish I knew. The shovel's probably in the Great Hall, if I had to guess. Alright, let's come back in here. Here's what we need to do. We need to Go up to the courtyard. That's where we need to go. So nurse's station, courtyard. The nursing station has fruit in it. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Oh, I need to come back in here. Hold on. Okay, now we're at 20 steps again. Check the spare green room for the shovel. That's true. You know what? Maybe it's in there. Because it's a green room. So we did never go into it. Oh, there it is. Look, we could have seen it from the door. That's pretty funny. Good call on checking the spare green room. I forgot that since we made it a green room, it could also spawn in here. And with that, we need to go back to our nursery. Well, where did we have dig spots at that were close by? The foundation has some. We had a dig spot in the foundation. I'm not really adamant about going back for that right now. And there were dig spots in the trading posts. Let's go back to the trading post and dig it up just to see. The storeroom had dig spots in the trading post. I just hate to do so much backtracking, but I mean that's what we're doing today. This is how it's rolling for us today. If it's steps, I'm actually going to be disappointed. It's a key! Okay, cool. I like that. Nurse's Station gameplay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about hunting down any more dig spots at the moment. Right now, we're going to go up to the courtyard. So let's go into here. Now here's the real question, right? Once we get back into the courtyard, we're going to continue playing north, and we have access to the commissary, so at this point, there's no reason to come back to the nurse's station off the top of my head. We still have the possibility of getting power to the garage and making it back outside that way. So any fruit that we see along the way, we are going to eat. So let's go ahead and start eating our fruit on the way out. We're going to take this banana now. We're going to go through gift shop, billiard, parlor, hallway, or hallway, bedroom, hallway. There we go. All right, so let's see. Is there anything in here? There is not, but we can now purchase the Mount Holly tea. There's an orange in our storeroom and a dig spot, so it pays for itself. If it's a turnip, cool. A coin's fine. The orange is +5. Nice little touch for us. Nothing back here for us. Our parlor room does not seem to have any fruit in it, unfortunately. Our hallway. I didn't see any keys in there either. I'm still looking for those, don't worry. What about our bedroom? We found another key in the bedroom. No fruit pieces that I'm noticing, though. And now we're back into the courtyard. Making the courtyard a room was probably one of the greatest choices of this entire run. The courtyard has been so crucial to us, like, being successful. Like, it's just crazy. Now, the commissary has gyms, and I think it had keys as well. We don't need any more keys, but I wouldn't mind buying a set of gyms. Should we buy out the bananas? Probably. We probably should. Because we wanna just play the rest out. And you know what? Screw it. Buy out another gym. We've maxed out our bananas. Interesting. More interesting. Most interesting. Actually, greatest connection we could possibly ask for. It's beautiful. We've gotten all our bananas. I don't know if you guys have a delay. There shouldn't be a heavy delay based off of the stream. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. Okay, well, I just wanted to check and make sure there was no delay. So cool. So this worked out exactly as I had hoped. I'll use a key here. I don't care. Hey, you know what, though? Why don't we start tomorrow with an extra 20 steps? The gymnasium's not a powered room anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's not even connected to security. So let's just take the sauna. Do we have to go into it to get the effect? No, it's just a draft. Should I go in here? There's like a gym in it. Let's do it. Someone also mentioned an arrow underneath this, right? Like I see these measurements right here. I don't know what this means. Someone a long time ago specifically wanted to see what that meant. But there is an arrow right here, and you can't seem to do anything with it. I don't know what that means. But it is there. Okay, Soul. Here is your arrow, brother. I'm sorry, I wish I knew what it meant, but I don't. It's the best I can give you. Yeah, if we trigger another shop, but we're holding off right now. Like, I would like to get a shop, but we're saving it for the last second if we can. So you're still a locked door, which is fine. I'm willing to spend a key here, because it's now guaranteed that this is our loot room. I'm okay with using a key here as well. You contained a gym and not our lever. Okay, well that's unfortunate. So we do technically still have to gamble away in the Great Hall, which isn't fun, but... And we can't go up from the pool. I just realized that. Go look from den side? We can't look from the den side. The den side doesn't have any connections to it. We just have to gamble here. The middle door always gives you the most intel, right? No, that's not necessarily true. I was thinking it would. Well, it's more likely to give you intel if you open up the middle door. You just have to hope that it's not the shortest. I can't do a poll for this one. Ah, screw it. Let's just open a door. Okay. Well, that's better than spending 3 keys. So we have to spend another key here. Probably should have drafted the rooms first, and then come back here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if we should even play off this side of the house anymore. I think we should go back to the secret garden and try to get in and use our rerolls over there. Because this is a security door. And we need 2 keys guaranteed for these 2 rooms up here. I genuinely think it doesn't cost steps because it's still part of the Great Hall. I think we go back to the secret garden. I know we just spent all that time in the keys doing that, but I just remembered that this is a locked door and we took the dark room, so we don't have another avenue. So let's go back to the secret garden, heading up from the passageway here, and use our rerolls. We have 2 reroll dice, and we have gems, and we have keys, so this is a guaranteed safe play to get back into the antechamber. The boudoir takes us to the closet. Oh, we can't go back that way. Whoops. Hold on. Oh, I was hoping to see our t-shirt in there. We do need to go underground and pull the lever. So foundation, antechamber lever first, then come back to the secret garden. There was a banana in there? Well, I messed that up. If go back in now, it wouldn't pay for itself. Because bananas are 3 steps, right? And I already spent 3? Yeah. The way I say gyms, it's like gym, J-I-M-S, gyms. Isn't that how you pronounce it? It's not gims. Okay. Maybe it's gems. No, I still say gyms. Okay. We need to go down and open the antechamber lever. Then we need to go back up to the secret garden. Also, keeping in mind, keep this in mind too. We have the foundation. We could lower it, go take the elevator up back to the front of the house, go to the nurse's station, go back outside, and take the foundation back up. So there is cool plays for our nurse's station being at the front of the house since we solved the foundation. Just a cool little tidbit that we have to go off of in the future. At this point, we will take... Yes, we have to go down. We have to. And we got our shovel, so let's open these dig spots. Another key. That's honestly pretty solid. That allows us to do some more exploring. Another key. Wow! The shovel has been huge. Yeah, the shovel's paid off a lot today. Oh, you need a... No, basement doors stay unlocked. That's right. I was worried for a second. I was like, wait a minute. It does cost a footstep to get in here, though. Not the end of the world. Hey, it leaves all of my stuff where I left it. That's kind of cool. Nice. Can always draft from the antechamber before going in 46 if I have spare steps. That's true, too. Also, I just realized we are on this side of it now. Because of this. So when we drain it, that's what these steps are for. Remember I was saying, like, I don't know how I was going to get across there? Well, now we know. To do this, I need to... Don't I need to lower this? Because you're on the other side. You will not lower. Actually, we don't need to lower it. We just need to get it one over, like this. I don't know why it's raised, Alexis. Maybe it's just random. The music's so intense. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doom. We can't do anything at the red door yet, Jafar. I'm gonna assume that I don't need to go to that red, excuse me, that red door until I get all 8 of the red letters. Okay. Well, we've opened up 3 of the antechamber doors. It'd be really cool if we could open the 4th one just for the hell of it. This has got to be crazy, like someone missed the streams and they tune in. They're probably like, what is going on right now? No, I do not want any spoiler about the red door, but I appreciate it. I don't want any spoilers at all. Jafar, we will find Alzara again, I hope. Oh yeah, that's right. We can only get 7 red letters, not 8, because it says we'll find 7. And then, like I said, I still think we're going to write the 8th red letter. Which room opened the south door? The south door is opened by the greenhouse. It is not blocked, actually. The east wing of the house it requires a key. But technically, we could still play off of it. Also, we're guaranteed access from the antechamber as long as this doesn't take both keys. Well, we have 4 keys now. We did solve the chessboard puzzle, kitten. We did. I need to go back to the Great Hall, security pool, dark room locker, then secret garden. We're running low on steps. Ooh, we're running low on steps. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, back into security. This is a good time to eat the banana. The chapel did already give us our 30 coins, and we spent them. There's 3 fruit and 1 key left. Alright, so we didn't miss out on too much. We do have to come back in. We could use one of our keys right here, right now. I think we should. Just to see. I like the music room here. When it said one major key... Yeah, I'm gonna use their full username from now on. They will be Kittenocalypse. I'm gonna use their full name because I realized I just said kitten and I was like, oh, that's not cool. I was like, that makes me feel gross. I'm gonna go in here real quick because I just want to see because it said a major key, so it's just another prism key, huh? Okay. It's a special key, but I was hoping that the major key could maybe be like the sanctuary key, if at all possible. But we're not gonna go up from here. Do we have enough steps if we go up from here? How many steps do we need to get to the secret garden into the antechamber? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps. We could still play off this side of the house and possibly make it anyway, so we should see what's over here, since we're here. We have a prism key, which would give us another blue room. Honestly, this doesn't seem bad to get another guaranteed blue room right here. It's a major key, so how long has it been in the military? Yeah, getting a shop here would be pretty cool. But it doesn't do blue. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. A regular key, then. I forget. Yep, it's not in the description. Holy shit, we got the greenhouse. We also got the dining room, which is better than anything else. But it is funny that we got the greenhouse. We could have almost opened all 3 doors to the antechamber. It's still a possibility, but we're taking the dining room. And it's our lunchbox! What do we have for dinner? If you have an additional 10 steps, if you have a boiler room, we don't eat. What if we get a boiler room next? We'll eat on the way back. But the lunchbox, how does this work? When you reach rank 5 today, gain 10 steps. Cool! And since it's retroactive as well. Nice. Where'd it go? Is it not in my permanent inventory? Huh? Where's that gonna spawn at? I thought it would be like a permanent unlock, but I don't see it anywhere. I just ate it? It's a meal, yeah, but it spawns in the dining room? So you're just guaranteed to get an extra 10 steps in the dining room? Interesting. We can still use a key here and be safe. The drawing room is really cool here. We do need to save. Actually, it's probably better at this point to just play off of this side. There was a gym in here too, yeah. Alright, well let's step into the drafting room. We are loaded on resources now. Well, everything minus keys. Yeah, we've got enough steps to make it back to the other side of the house. I worry with these being locked. This isn't... Okay, so here's a problem. If these doors are locked, we have to go back to the secret garden. Right? No, never mind. It is still guaranteed because it's still 2. So it's the same. Okay, never mind. The safe code in the office, I got that from playing the demo, Norafine. The way it worked was in the demo, I drafted a foyer room, and the foyer had statue, like, busts in it. And there's a clue in the office that helps you figure out how to count the busts and all that sort of stuff. This was unlocked anyways. That's kind of insane. We'll take a hallway. I can use the prism key from the secret garden. That's right. Redraw? Why would I redraw here? The hallway is great for what we wanted. Go for boiler and pump? Well, I want to get to the antechamber first. And then we'll worry about doing other stuff. I want to go see room 46 again. I don't care about anything else just yet. I may have been free, but why risk it? Like, look, I'm going to room 46. That's today's goal. I'm not re-rolling at the risk of not getting in there. Okay, so we're in there. And our steps are going to be reset to 40. So we made it back to the kitchen. We could use the left side of the house to try to get a boiler and a pump. Not likely, though, at all. Yeah, I'm not risking it. We're taking the kitchen. And we get 40 more steps out of our lab experiment. So now we can go in there, but I'm going to go to the drawing room first. Let's use our key here. We got the conservatory. Great spot for the conservatory. I don't want to reroll. Food, I need 70 steps, yeah. We're going to take the conservatory here. Solid place for it. What rooms do we get to choose from? The library? Make the library common. Commonplace, I don't care. The pantry. I'm gonna make the pantry an unusual room. I kinda hate the pantry. Here's my thought process, right? Here's my thought process. We replace the rarity of the pantry with the rarity of the library. So we're not actually screwing ourselves over, and the library is pretty cool. So the boudoir is standard. Now that it has 2 reroll dice, I'd rather make it common. I'd rather get it... No, we get the boudoir every run. We'll leave it standard. But what I will do is take this, and I'm going to make the pantry rare. I don't need the $4. And for Bob... Bob, your apples are safe, brother. I'm just going to let you know, Bob, for the rest of this run, forever. I don't care if it's going to end the run. Now that the pantry is rare, if we ever somehow end up drafting it, your apples are protected. Apples are friends now. We're not messing around anymore. Are these changes permanent? They are permanent unless we draw this room again, or unless we get a wrench. Yeah, so the library is common now. The boudoir can remain standard. That's perfectly fine. And the pantry is going to be a rare. Make the pantry rare. We don't want to see this pantry again. All right. Sweet. Oh, that's cool. Wrench only works on gear rooms. Thank you. All right. So next we can go back to... We almost did an accidental 45-room challenge. We're going to go into the dining room and eat our food. Yum, yum, yum. Country stew pie. Now your library will always find the pantry. Holy shit, you're right. The library is going to choose... Okay, that's another one. If we get... Okay, the first time the library recommends the pantry, we have to draw it. Just out of pure enjoyment. Bacon and eggs. Ooh, we can add a morning pool to today's draft, a morning room to today's draft pool, and we could probably draft it using our special key. I like this. I like this a lot. The fact that I got a 45-room challenge on the run that I got a 46-room is perfection. Yeah, it is pretty cool. The morning room has been added. We go back, we use our prism key on the secret garden, and there's a very, very good chance that we get a morning room. Wet Sink Bandit. We're going to come back in here. To continue up, you must go down. Another basement key. I hope we don't need another basement key for anything. And room 46. Ooh. We can actually make it in this time. It's cool in here. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this first, because it's our item. The Crown of Blueprints. The former ruby crown of Arinda Ares, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 gem and redraw floor plans. Okay, so the way this is going to work is... I assume this is a permanent thing? Well, it says you can remove it from today's draft pool. Huh. Can someone who's picked up this item before explain to me if this works? Like, if I draw tomorrow... Or do I need to check this item? I guess I could check this item if I wanted to. Because it's probably going to appear... It is. Okay. A red room avoidance tool. And we do have what looks like a special key. It is a sanctum key. We found our first sanctum key. Okay. The first key found here on the furthest rank. The second is locked tight in the vault of a bank. The third is high up among all the clocks. That's the clock tower. We didn't unlock the clock tower yet, but that's what the clock tower is for. And the fourth down below beneath all the docks. So once we drain the reservoir. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. I saw someone in chat use the word throne room a couple days ago. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. I don't know what that one could be. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Holy shit, the seventh key is major if you draft it quite late. I was onto something with the music room. 1 major key and 1 minor key. But we have to draft it either last, or we need to draft it at the end. Yeah, that's definitely the music room. That's really cool. Music room is final room is what I'm thinking, because it says you have to draft it quite late. Some people didn't see me read. What did I miss? I didn't read anything yet. All I read was the Crown of Blueprints. We picked this up. So the former Ruby Crown of Arinda Ares, this happened. And then I picked this up, but we haven't read anything else. So for those of you that got an ad, you didn't miss anything. Ooh, it could be the music room at night, drafting it quite late. I'm going to assume drafting it quite late means the very last room, right? Probably just the last rank and not the last room. I don't know, we'll have to see. Well, let's see what else is in this room that we can do. Marigold. Oh, we can interact with this. 8 realms and 8 months. Oh my gosh. Is it time to label these? We have enough steps to make it back to our foundation. So we can go use this sanctum key. We can do it. It is possible. So based off of the information we had in the classroom, all right, it's time for discussion mode. All right, this is going to be a warning to those of you who are watching the YouTube video and or the VOD. We are about to bust out the notes and we're going to work on this. I think we have enough to identify which country is which. Wait, 8 realms and 8 months. Never mind. There is no way we know what order to put these in. We do not have that amount of knowledge. And this is definitely related to the classrooms. I would love to attempt this puzzle, but there's, like, what am I thought I was going to be, like, pointing out which country was which, and I just realized I have 1 through 8. So I have no idea what that even means, so we're not going to bother with this puzzle right now. Yeah, we'll have to do classrooms on another run and learn more about it. But it's cool that we made it this far. It is cool that we made it back to our room. Look at this. It's beautiful outside. What about the lines on the globe that spin? That's a good point, too. Alright. Well, now it's time to head over. Here's what we can do. This is locked, right? It is locked. So we need to go back over, and we need to do 2 things. We need to take our... 3 things, okay? We have a prism key. Look at the bust. Okay, I'll go back in there. What we need to do for the rest of our run, go to the secret garden, try to get the... We'll go back in there, don't worry. We need to try to get the morning room. We want the morning room, and then we can try to figure out if we can get this room. See if you can use the special key from the antechamber. The antechamber is a white room, and the special key only works on green, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop. So we know it won't let us work. The antechamber is actually a blue room. Sorry, it's not just a white room. It is a blue room. Alright, so what have we got inside of this room? We do have the Sinclair crest, or the bust with the crest behind them. We have the Epson bust with the crest behind it. The swans with the two of spades. We have a clock that doesn't have anything significant about it. We have another crest, which is the marigolds, but no bust. And then we have Jones, which is me. My bust is in here, and my crest. I am a combination of Sinclair with the holly, and Epson, the spade and the swan. So you can see my swan here, my spade, and my holly. Now, Marigold is a combination of Sinclair and Epson first, and then I think it's me, right? Because it would be... This is Herbert Sinclair. His wife. This would have been my mom right here. Which, so yeah, so it would have been these two for my mother, which was right here, but her bust is missing. And then I would have been a combination of all three of those and whatever this is. Why does my family crest have... I guess the Jones crest is the music note. Because that would come from my father's side. Is there anything on the shelves? I'll look on the shelves, but I don't see anything. There is this as well. On the fireplace. This definitely looks like you could interact with it somehow and turn this into another elevator, because this looks like a gate that opens. Yeah, these are my grandparents right here. But it does have each one of the crest right here. Interesting. And if I look up, just out of curiosity, I do not see anything else. And nothing on the floor, like, pattern-wise. Okay. Well, this is really solid overall. Yeah, this is a cool room. Oh, let's check this side. Oh, Bob, I wasn't going to eat it, but it is pretty funny there. Oh, someone said open the drawer. Ah, perfect. Okay. Well, we were going to look at the desk. Don't worry. I wasn't done looking at the desk yet. But the little apple in the wagon's kind of cool. The secret is not... Wait, the secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters, 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. No, I won't eat the apple to spite Bob. So this secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have our letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. Interesting. I don't know what any of this means. You can't even eat the apple anyways. I did screenshot it, don't worry. So every day come here with 100 gold, could you imagine? Nick, I don't think I have enough knowledge to do the map puzzle. All I have are the possible identities of the countries. I don't have anything to do with the order of the countries. Yeah, okay, you know what? Cook Train, you pointed out the most obvious thing about this. This secret room is not so secure. Yeah, there's 2 windows on it, and it's at the end of the house. Like, come on, that's pretty damn obvious to me on how you'd want to get in here. It's the old ransom note. It is mentioned, yeah. The order on the fireplace? Do you think that's it? Oh. It could be the order of the ones on the fireplace if we identify which country is which. Okay. You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. Well, you know what? How about we take this time to solve this puzzle using the screenshots? So let me pause the YouTube video for a moment. Now that we've got these back, let's do some looking. All right. These are the sigils we had on the floor inside the inner sanctum. We can go back to that later. Hold on. Get me back out of here. So here's what we do need to see. We have pictures of these countries. We know what these countries look like. And we also have this one right here. So we know the names of them. Crests were in the basement book. Okay, good thing we took screenshots of the basement book a while back. So we have all of the crests right here. Oh, it's torn out. Oh, but we can still identify it even though the page is torn. I also have the kids' schoolwork. Okay, so pause. This is what we need to do first. Here's what I need to do. We have the names to identify which country is which symbol. We can do this. We can do that much. Next, we go back to the kids' worksheet, which looked like these. That page doesn't have all of them, but it has some of them. So this is just labeling which country is which. We actually don't need the worksheet just yet. Okay, so let's do this then. Hold on. What we can do, which is smarter, is do, hold on, we need the map back. Okay. So if you look right here, right, this is Arinda Aries, this shape right here. If we go back and pull up which one looks like Arinda Aries, pay attention. Let's do this one first. Let's do Arch Aries, okay? The very first one is Arch Aries, and this is what it looks like. We may have enough knowledge to solve this though. We may. If not, we're at least getting started on it. Arch Aries is the little mountain symbol. Okay? From the book. I'm going to skip a step because I took a screenshot. Here's what we'll do. I'll give you guys a few seconds here. All right, for those of you that are watching the YouTube video here, I'm going to go ahead and pause this because I'm just going to be talking to the streamers and you guys are going to be staring at a screen for a long time. But we're going to solve as many as we can. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. I'm just bringing the YouTube viewers back for a little update. We have now confirmed that this symbol is correct, this symbol is correct, and this symbol is correct on the right-hand side. These three right here are incorrect, probably, because she got a C minus, and then the one right here on the left is also correct. So let's see what the other kids' test looked like. This one is 4 out of 7. 1 correct, 2 correct. We know this is wrong. We know this is wrong. So one of these must be correct. 5 out of 7. You're correct. You're correct. You are incorrect. You're correct. So, yeah, hold on. That means this one is this symbol. So we've actually confirmed that this symbol is correct. Right here. C minus is low 50s. C minus is going to be different for every country, honestly. Okay, so here's what we do know, then. This symbol is now correct. We've confirmed this one to be correct. Because the 5 out of 7 here, we know this one's wrong, and we know this one's wrong. Well, one of these two is wrong, but we know this one's consistent as 5 out of 7. This one is a guaranteed wrong. Nice win for 2x speed, yeah. All right, so this country is this symbol right here. Okay. So that means that this needs to be... Which one of these is the diamond, then? I'm having trouble determining that. If you're wrong, then you're probably wrong, and the diamond would be this country. Did something change? Well, I guess they could draw more symbols, because this is wrong here. So that means... And these two are wrong on this puzzle. Or on this person... Okay, so let's look at Patricia's exam. All right, I'm going to pause for YouTube again. So what we learned just now is we don't have enough information to solve this yet. We will need to do more of the classrooms. Also, I just realized that these clocks aren't moving. Is this clock moving? This clock is moving to the game time. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Tom. Thanks for joining us in the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna not try to solve the puzzle yet. Is this an important time? Would we need to be in this room at this time for something to happen? I'm just noticing it. That these haven't changed for whatever reason. What time is this? This is 2:30, right? Or 1:30, sorry. It'll be 1:30. Okay. I mean, 2 old clocks that stopped working at the same time is very specific. I mean, every other clock in the game is like so noticeable. All right, so now we need to go back. Okay, so we're done with the study for now. Well, whatever we're going to call this room. Room 46. I'm going to call it maybe the chambers. There is a puzzle involving clocks, but it's not that. The grandfather clock does work. But anyways, okay, so we're done with this room. We have a sanctum key. We also need to go try and get the morning room. So, we need to go back. Kitchen, hallway, pool, den, darkroom, locker, secret garden. Try to draft whatever we can get up here. And then we can go back to the foundation and we can use our first sanctum key to open up one of the sanctum doors. Oh, the antechamber door was open? You're right. No, it's not open. Lies. Trade keys? Trade the basement key? We could do that. That's true. I should still go up here first, right? Like, is there any reason not to? I can't draft off the antechamber because that door is locked, and the only key I have is a prism key. Trade the crown? I am curious to see what I could trade that for. I am going to go use my key, my special key, first. We want to draft from the secret room. I did screenshot the map on room 46. What do you mean we want to draft from the secret room? What is the secret room? Is there any more dig spots out here? I'm just going to check. No, there's not. Oh, secret garden. Okay. Yeah, we're using our prism key here. It's beautiful. Give me the morning room. Come on. We didn't get it, but we can draw again. We got the cloister. Although I'm not mad. The morning room is cool, but I'm... Wait, well, hold on. Are the doors just blocked off here? It's only removing aquarium for the rest of today. Why would I remove it from today's pool? What's the point? Because it's a free reroll? Is that why? Removing this from today's pool is a free reroll for everything, which is cool. I have a question, though. What happens if there's doors on the outside of the house? I've never once had a chance to draft a room that has a door on the outside of the house. Does anybody know what that does? Like, look, these all have left. This is a north-facing door. They're just blocked. I assume they'd be blocked if I had to guess. All right, well, let's remove this, get our free gem and free reroll. Okay. Bullshit. Bullshit, it removed it from today's pool. Yeah, how did I get a core yard after I've drafted it? Maybe the key allows for duplicate rooms. What is okay, I'm not... Okay, this is clearly some sort of bug, right? This has got to be some kind of bug. I mean... I guess I'm gonna... We have the morning room. Wait a second. Yeah, we have the morning room in our pool. I'm gonna reroll again. Does it add a morning room to tomorrow? It doesn't add it to today? I thought it added it to today's pool. Morning room is not green? The morning room's a green room, is it not? It can't be in corners? That's a possibility. Let's re-roll. Let's go! Okay. Well, I mean, we'll just take the core yard. The morning room is yellow? I thought the morning room was green. I swear the morning room is a green room. Yeah, I'll open the trunk. Don't worry, don't worry. Morning has a specific orientation? Yeah, but orientation doesn't matter here. You can come in from the bottom of it. Well, we don't have it unlocked, so I can't check it yet. Huh. Alright, well. Let's see what kind of room we get here. You know what? Let's try it like this. Locksmith. Keys for sale. Do I want keys for any reason? The locker room. We don't have a lot of money, though, so that's not really plausible. Alright, let's take the library. And let's see what we get out of our book. Today we have The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations, by Richard Witt. Preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Number 1, the North Star, 1 gold. The Twins, okay, we've seen these before, that's fair. Dimundus Minor and the Southern Cross, we've seen these. Farmer's Apple, Clavis the Key. Dimundus Major and Draxus the Dead. The Sail and Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Oh, it's literally just the book inside. Damn it. I thought it was going to be different. Bragapple, I see your message about the Pentagon Fur Country. I don't see it in the map, so the kid might have that correct. It may be another name for Orinda. Oh, okay. Man, what a bummer that this book was just the same as the other book. Come on. You really had to do that to me, game? No, I did go to the end, Jafar. It's not... There's nothing else. I can't click anymore. It's capped. That's a bit of a bummer. Alright, well, what else have we got? Sanctum key. Sanctum key, and where is our coat check? Sanctum key and coat check. And the trading post. Okay, here's what we're going to do in this order for the rest of this run. We are going to go to the foundation. We're going to go unlocked whatever the first sanctum is with our sanctum key. Then we will go outside to the trading post and try to trade away our items of whatever we can. And then we will see what we can do. I'm 10 minutes late, but that worksheet using one of the symbols different from the others and the teacher saying it's a political statement made the door thing change to a pentagon. Ooh, good point. That is a solid point. I didn't even think about that. All right. We have one key left. I'm saving this key and not opening a locker. Just in case. Just in case. It's cool. I get that there's lockers in here, but what if I open up the sanctum and there's a locked door in there? You know? I don't know. We're going to go see the sanctum. That's our first goal. We need to get over to the pool, security, great hall, passageway. The pool, security, great hall, passageway. Thank you guys for the tips on the notes. We'll figure that out at another time. We can get more out of it. Also, I did just realize we were at 295 viewers. Someone said earlier that we hit 300, but I didn't get that that number from earlier. So we're really close to breaking 300, which would be our record, which is really cool. I think 292 was our previous record. So thank you guys for being here for this. This is really fun. I'm probably going to start doing at least a daily stream during the week, like one run of blueprints a day, because 2 hours of this is pretty fun. The Sanctum should be an entire new house to draft. That would be funny. Stream says 296. Mine says 296 now. We're so close. Quick, someone fake it and log in on your phone and your computer. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Oh, we can't go this way. We got to go this way. Well, we got our first Sanctum key, though. Yeah, one of these days we'll log on and we'll just have a straight discussion about all the classroom stuff. Honestly, the day we get to do another classroom run, we should solve it all one classroom at a time for all of our knowledge. Now, this Sanctum key, do I need to know what door it goes to? It has a symbol on it that looks like my dad's symbol, sort of. Sanctum key. We can open up any of the doors. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, in that case, I would like to open up... I guess we want to open up this one. I'm not going to do a poll for this one because the poll only allows for 3 options to vote, or 4 options to vote. Probably best to pick the one you know the most about. That is true. We do know a lot about this one so far. Well, it said for this one, but the letter said the 8th door? Left to right? Right side first door? I want to open up this one. I do accept hints, Marillion. If it's a good hint, is there a symbol on the key? There's not. It just has this. Unlocks 1 of 8 doors. We don't know what it goes to. I'm just going to try. I'm just going to open... This key will permanently open 1 door in the inner sanctum. Do you wish to use it on this door? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to open it for this one. This is my symbol? I don't know. Oh, are you talking about this on the sanctum key? I'm not sure. It kind of looked a little bit like my dad's symbol. But I don't know. I'm gonna do it from left to right. Let's open up this inner sanctum door. Let's see what happens. Okay. Whoa, this is kind of cool. Oh my gosh, we have to make the correct seal in here. For whatever... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this brings us back to what we saw in the basement previously. But I don't know what belongs to this exact symbol. So I'll pull up my screenshots again to go through them with you guys. Let me go back to the basement, because we had the symbols marked for the sigils, but how do we identify which sigil is associated with each country? So they're right here, right? We have the sigil. You have the core, which is the center symbol. The core of this one is the one that's shaped like, I'm going to call it the doorbell symbol, because it looks like a very traditional doorbell. Then we have the moats, the border, and the dividing lines. So we have the border. It's white. The symbol in here is white. Maybe we just need to identify that. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Wait a minute. If we go back to the school, oh, we only identified these 3 of the correct colors. We haven't identified any of the other ones yet. So I guess it would have been beneficial to at least know the color of one of these, but that wouldn't have helped a whole lot. Damn, okay. So... the moats. We'd have to learn what... Oh, wow. Yeah, when it comes time for the classroom, we got to do a lot. And we did have the sigil for our mother from inside... Ooh, did I take a picture of her, like, birth certificate? I may have to go back and get that footage. It was from the archives. We saw our mom's birth certificate with her sigil on it. This is tricky. There's a lot going on here. And it's hard to do this with one monitor. You have a picture of that symbol in the middle? What do you mean I have a picture of that symbol? In your screenshot, scroll lower. Okay. I will scroll lower. I do have this sigil. The broken basement map has the sigil for it. The basement map. Okay, let me go to the basement map. Okay, here. Well, there's a delay, so it's kind of hard, sorry. Above music, I had it open. All right, pause. All right, everyone just wait a second, because there's a little bit of a delay, so it's hard to, like, go back and forth, okay? So this sigil... Oh, it was from the candles. Oh, that's what you're talking about. It's the candle. Okay, yeah. Did anyone say candle? Squilliam did. Yeah, you guys should have just said the candle room. Okay. So we know that it has rays that look like keys, and then it has something that looks like a little Tetris block. We have the Tetris block. There is a lot of these. We'll come back to that in a second. Tetris blocks are good. This is also now good. These are our lines. Okay, but how do we make What is the pattern here? There's no outer ring that we get to see. So we have these symbols, and we have these symbols, but what does the outer ring look like? We didn't have a pattern for the outer ring. Try blue or red? What do you mean by try blue or red? Oh, there's only 3 lines. Good point. I'll adjust that. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that one. Okay. Sorry, it's a little finicky. Hold on, let me get these back. Should be one more. Okay, we're good. Don't touch the top lever. Next, this row. It's not these. It's not the squiggles. Every one of these seems to have 4, by the way. It's at least this. We know that much. Did that? Oh. Oh! I get it. This shuffles the 3. Oh, but what's the top? Okay, it's at 3 now. Should we just leave it like this? No, it's 3 with 2 in between the gaps, like this. Okay, so this looks correct. Now we need to figure out the outside, which is this bottom one. But there is... I'm gonna brute force my first puzzle, huh? It's dots. Why was it dots? Okay, well here's what we do know. If I go back to my screenshots here and I go to the dots page, dots is white. Okay, so that... Oh no, that's black. Oh, because the symbol's black. Okay, hold on. It may have been brute forced anyway. That's a good point. I don't feel bad about it. Okay, so we now know that this symbol right here, I'm drawing the symbol in my notebook real quick. This symbol is black. We know that for sure. We also know that the country that identifies it is black, right? Because that's the dots. Next, we know that it has metropolitan. Okay, we've got metropolitan, because it's these little symbols right here. Next, we know it's not any of those. These are torn out, so we're missing some. Could you believe we got so lucky screenshotting this image right here? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to screenshot the solved sigil as well, don't worry. Oh, let's see what's in here. I'm going to go over here because this looks like an allowance box first. Moragi box, the Arinda Ares variation. Due to the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Arinda Ares sigil that were destroyed after the war, Moragi puzzle boxes featuring the infamous black symbol are among the rarest and most valuable collectors can acquire. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right as if on train rails. We need to get them all to black. I understand now. But I don't know how to move this one. Oh, did we make it over 300 concurrent viewers? Hell yeah. That's fantastic. Quick little celebration. Like and subscribe? That's right. Well, I can remember that black... So I know what green does, and I know what yellow does. But black just moves everything to the right one. as if it was on rails. Now I'm confused about why it moved it to the bottom. I do need the corners black, yes. But I'm struggling a little bit here about how to get this one off the top right. This was the Arinda Aries box. So we know Arinda Aries is this symbol, by the way. Okay. Also, I know we just said like we had an amazing 300 viewers, but did something happen? Because it immediately just dropped to 50. Did that actually just bug out on me and I lose everybody? I'm just curious there. Or is my thing just messed up? It's back to 302? Okay, mine says 50. It's the first time it's ever bugged. Alright, that's fine. We're still happy as hell that we got to 300. That's amazing. I'm so happy to have you guys here for this. We need to get 3 into the middle row. To do that, I need to push yellow into the middle. Wait. No, I don't. This is tough. I may just have to click around on this one for a second. Let me pause the YouTube video. Alright, well we're back because we did manage to get all 4 corners black. There might have been more than one way to solve it, but once we got to this corner, my solution was to just move these over and move the yellow up one. So as long as it works, let's open up our box and see what we got. It is another allowance token. You've been rewarded an allowance token. It's been permanently raised by 2. That is solid. We also have what looks to be some flags here, but they're black. So that's how we know that this country uses the color black for their flag. When the black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts. Okay, oh, I should take a screenshot of this just in case I didn't. Now let's go to the other side and see what's over here. Blackbridge Hotel and Spa. 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order and what route? And where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to, Herbert. Mount Holly Estate, in care of Anne Babbage, Reddington, Finn Aries, 63080. And there are stamps here, but we don't have the magnifying glass to view it. And I do see a bridge. We also have this symbol here. We also have this right here. So Black Bridge is Arinda Aries. That's what they became, right? And then there's these 3... I don't know what these are. That bridge has text on it? This bridge? I mean, there is something probably to use the magnifying glass on. The angels maybe have something to do with the chapel? Is that the bridge that we haven't found the microchips for? That's a good possibility. Well, we know this to be probably that Black Bridge... Grotto. Yeah, I would assume, right, that Arinda Aries has become Black Bridge? I mean, that makes the most sense. It's pretty cool, honestly. And a good tidbit of knowledge to have. I mean, the bridge itself seems pretty self-explanatory, right? And it's black. That's everything that I see in this sanctum. I don't see anything else in here that I can interact with. So we're probably done with this room, just to be sure. Yeah. And it's cool for anyone that didn't notice, the symbol is up here, by the way, and it's actually black. The clock looks like a puzzle. Piggins, we solved this, actually. That was how we unlocked the bridge to get over here. We had to build the correct sigil for this. And the symbol for Finn Ares on the postmark is a pentagon. But this was sent from the Black Bridge Hotel and Spa. I don't know, there's a lot to unpack right now. Well, we now have learned about... Did we get the date of the postcard? I took a screenshot of it. Okay, well, look, a lot happened here. And I don't have the time right now because I got to go get ready for dinner. Remember I said I was going to be strict about dinner tonight. It's chicken tetrazzini. I got to go get the oven preheated. We're going to go to the trading post and see if we can trade any of our items up for anything that we would like, and then we'll coat check something at the end of the day. Coat checking the crown seems interesting, but I want to see if we can trade the crown for something cool. Yes, Henrik, this is the only run for tonight. Because dinner starts at 6:30. And that's normally our cooking time when we start cooking. I trade it for the red crown? That'd be really funny. No replacement key. Each key is placed differently? Okay, good to know. Alright, so we need to go back to the front of the house. I guess I could have just taken the elevator from where I was. That would have made more sense. Oh, you can't call the elevator down. You have to take the elevator down. So never mind. This was still the right... We wouldn't have been able to use the elevator. Thank you for the donation, Pigeons. Also, I apologize. Benny, are you still in here? There was a while back where something was happening, and I think Benny donated memberships to us, and I did not thank Benny for that. I was in the middle of doing something, and a bunch of people were chatting, but I'm pretty sure I saw a blue message fly across the screen. You cannot call the outside elevator. Understood. We need to go back to the entrance. So we gotta go Nook, Chapel, Corridor, Pantry, Hallway. Okay. Oh, did I go the wrong way? So he did gift 5 memberships. Benny, I apologize for not saying thank you for that earlier. I got caught up in a whole bunch of stuff, and I saw the message fly through, but I didn't give you your thanks. Everyone give Benny his shout-out for gifting 5 subs, because Benny also, being the hero that he is, comments on every single one of my YouTube videos and says, this is for the algorithm. So, I want to give Benny his thanks for not only making a donation, but kicking ass and boosting the algorithm on every single stream and post that I make. Benny's a homie for that one, and I really appreciate it. Oh, it's Benny. B-E-N-I, or B-E-N-N-I. My bad. I probably sounded like I said Vinny, but it's Benny, as in B, second letter of the alphabet. Everyone's typing Vinny, which makes it even funnier. Dude, that's his new nickname. It can be Benny G. The compass for car keys. Well, let's trade them. The car keys for die. Let's trade them. Basement key for a prism key. Let's trade it. Prism key for the gear wrench. would have been interesting, but we didn't draft any gear rooms. The gear wrench for a prism key. The shovel for a magnifying glass. Oh, baby, we're not done. I didn't think you could have a magnifying glass and a burning glass. Damn it. We have to go back. We have a magnifying glass. Ah! Do we need to check the burning glass? Yes, we want to check. We're probably going to check the burning glass again. Okay. Let's be quick about this. There was a stamp there. And you know what? We need to check the crown? It didn't even let me change the crown, right? Was that a tradable option? Did I see that, or did I just not click on it? Here's the first one we have to do. First one. The nuance stamp. That apparently you can only get this letter, I guess, once? Because it's the event of inheritance? At least I hope. That's kind of cool. It makes this one a bit harder to get as a stamp. I need to use the burning glass in the freezer. Where else do we need to use this at? We should come in here and get more steps out of this. Room 46 have any magnifying glass thingy? Was there a magnifying glass use in there? You can actually cheese that room and get an extra step out of it. That's pretty interesting. Okay. We're going to take the elevator down, and we're going to go get the stamp real quick off of the postcard. Didn't I use the crown and the false redraws? I used it, but it's still in my inventory right here. Just like, I mean, it's a usable item. I don't think so, Bob. I don't think I have to go through the foundation. I shouldn't have to. I can't get across the water, but don't I have the other opening available to me down here? Because I left it for the gear room, right? Oh, wrong room. You can solve the puzzle box, but you have a 12-minute delay on the stream now? I'm sorry. Look at the elevator control panel. I will do that. Also, I'll take a better screenshot of this sigil. Oh yeah, it's not this way. Look at the broken map again? Well, we already have that, Bob. We did dig up the floor plan, right? The buried floor plan is number 10. It was in this portion of the basement. Yeah, right there. We did get that. That actually unlocked, I'll show you real quick. It unlocked the... Which one did it unlock? Do you guys remember? I haven't drafted it yet, but we did get it. I just don't remember what it is. Was it the Lost and Found? It was the Lost and Found. Okay. Whoa. Oh, the Lost and Found's a red room. You will lose one random inventory item. Item? Okay. You can return to the Sanctum faster by moving the wagon. Imagine wagons? Alright, let's do this quickly. Can anybody think of any other good purpose to use my magnifying glass for before we end the run? Because I really do need to end the run soon, but I don't want to waste my magnifying glass. If anyone can think back to anything in the stream, I'm going to make sure I pull it back. You can't push it from the other side. I feel quite confident in that judgment call. I'll remember to put it back. Well, let's check the bridge. There's no writing on the bridge, but we did get our stamp of Arinda Aries. Finn Aries with the date on it. Oh! Wait, Finn Oris. That's not Finn Aries, that's Finn Oris. Interesting. Okay. Let me take a picture of our stamp. And this as well. Yeah, Finn Oris is the old name. The desk in the basement? I'll give that one a shot. We are going to run out of steps soon if we're not careful. The bridge. There was nothing on the bridge, unless... I mean, I looked at the bridge and I didn't see anything on it. Was there anything in room 46 to look at? I don't think there was there? No, there's nothing here that we need the magnifying glass for. Yeah, but what in room 46 are we using it for? Just out of curiosity. The letter? I guess that could be an option. Oh, we can't go that way, that's right. Yeah, I gotta go back to the nurse's room. Alexis has a good point, or Alex has a good point. You're missing the library book that talks about the triplet countries, which include this one. So there's a library book. Yeah, we need to check out the history. We didn't get to that yet. Yeah, the nursing station paid off very well for us. Roger, you made it to that part? Okay. I do also see that this symbol right here is black. I guess that was a good indicator of what the country's color would have been. I've seen this several times. I just didn't register that that was one of the symbols we needed to look at. I was just like, oh, it's like a key slot. And then another time I was like, nah, it's just a symbol. But it's been there the whole time. The postcard in the first sanctum saying it was the first destination, the room 46, yeah. Nursing station works unlimited times. Yeah, the Moragi boxes also have symbols and colors. Can we not reach the Book of Crest? The Ladyship Quarter did have purple flags in it. In the stamp, you can see the color of the symbol. Okay, real quick. So we'll just do a quick look through the directory of rooms that we have. I'm gonna go check the burning glass. Benny, you're back. Benny, I'm so glad you're back. You were gone, but we celebrated your donation. And your new title is Benny G if you would like. I did not overlook it earlier. It just, well, it kind of got like swept away and everything. So, thank you for those gifted 5 memberships. And now we can all say thank you directly to Benny Boy. Alright, we're just going to keep going through these found floor plans as well. And then our outer rooms. And then we can leave that. Okay, cool. We need to go back to, very quickly, we need to go to our... What do we need to go to? coat check, which is up this way. Absolutely, Anastasia. Thank you for joining us for the stream. I hope you get what little bit of sleep that you can. You can't check the crown. Oh, you can check the crown. I still want to check the burning glass. I still want to coat check the burning glass. Genuinely. We can make it to 46 if we go back through the other way. Hold on, let me check one more time what the crown does. I can remove it from the draft pool. It redraws and gives me a gem. I could check the wrench as well. But I like the idea of the burning glass because it's already 2 items put together and I need to get into the freezer and use the burning glass in there. Have a good night, Little Phoenix. Thanks for joining us as well. Oh, that's right. You can use the furnace for the freezer if that works. If you get the furnace near it and then get power to it. Maybe I will take the gear wrench. Maybe I'll take the gear wrench so we can work on draining the reservoir. How about that? Because we really want to drain the reservoir for the pump room. And, well, we want those rooms to be more common, basically. And we also have the mechanarium, which I would like to play off of. Okay, if the crown reappears? I'm going to go ahead and check the gear wrench because it allows us to make permanent adjustments, and this is the first time we've ever seen it. It allows you to adjust the rarity of rooms that have a gear on them. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna check the gear wrench. Do we have enough steps to get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do actually. Especially if we go through the bedroom. I almost messed up there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's go take a look at the basement. Yeah, I'll need the burning glass eventually. But that's fine. I'd be happy to make it again. We've had the burning glass. It's done wonders for us so far. I think the gear wrench now could give us some permanent upgrades that would really help us progress. Like getting the boiler room to spawn commonly. Yeah, this nursing station has paid off tremendously. And we could still get back to room 46 again today. It is a possibility. Yeah, if we gain steps while the fade is coming on, then we abort the fade. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything so far on these pages. We just have the moats, the border, the core. Delusional, you missed everything so far on this stream. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you. This is all the small stuff, but there's nothing to look at in here. We can look at each one of the symbols and just make them larger, I suppose. We did make it up to 330. Hell yeah. This is my shameless plug moment. If you are watching the stream, you should totally go subscribe because all of this will be uploaded into YouTube videos anyways. And you can go back and watch the VODs anyways. Should snapshot the pentagonal core image. This one? We do have screenshots of this already. We also have this. Okay, well, there's nothing else we can do with this room. So, here's what we have left. Magnifying glass. We've checked our item that we wanted to check. We don't need to go back to the trading post for any reason. We don't need to go anywhere for any reason. In fact, there's nothing else that the magnifying glass can do for us on this run. No, the live streams will always be there, Dark Shadow. Because if somebody wants to read along with chat as they watch the live stream VOD, then they can do that. Now, does YouTube leave them up forever? I have no idea. The basement from yesterday? What was in the basement from yesterday, Alexis? There was a thing. I'll go over there. Can we get there from here? You don't have to worry, Tara. Every single one of these is clipped as an episode. Like, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have them all on there. This just shows us the hidden space again. I'm just checking this again just for anything. Okay. Yeah, we do need to get back to there. Should we go to the foundation? Wouldn't that be the easiest? I can't go back to zoom in on the candle room. This day is almost 3 hours long. Yeah, the run's 2.5 hours. Rowan, that's how we got down in the first place. No worries. Unlike another platform, the VODs stay. Yeah. I had to choose between Twitch or YouTube, and I like YouTube a lot more as a company. Okay, so we need to just go to the foundation, which we can do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Last exit. Nope, gotta go back this way. Did the underground room take steps away? I kind of like it. I mean, if we light all these again, I don't know what happens. Oh, nothing. Look under the permanent upgrades? What is under the permanent upgrades? Oh yeah, I do have their sigil permanently unlocked. That's really cool. Okay, it is 6:21, which means it's time. It means I need to go cook dinner. Like, pretty much now. Alright, let me come up here. Let me go back into the nursery. We'll run down to the basement, though, and then that's the last thing that we're doing for the day. The other basement door is what I'm getting at. Blueprints is more important than real life. Your username fits so perfectly for this right now, Delusional. Alright, let's step over here. Am I going to stream Blueprints tomorrow? Yes, but tomorrow will be like maybe Balatro and then Blueprints. You cannot jump in this game, Mist. I wish you could. No, I don't think there's any reason to go back to room 46 right now. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at 3:30 as well. Postcards in the gift shop? Maybe. I need to get back to that desk back there. Chris, if you're going to watch the 12-hour VOD, that's the first one. There are more after that. This is like my third stream. 100 bells. Okay, we're just checking this. Nothing important on that. Then let's see what this says. One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy. However, we've been told that the locations of this reserve system will not be disclosed to the staff. There's secret levers? There's more than 4 levers in the game? What? It's got to be sanctum levers, right? It's got to be in the sanctums. There's 4 more hidden levers in the game? That's fucking crazy. What does it say for this one? North of Reservoir. What does it say for anything else? Greenhouse and Secret Garden. North of Reservoir? Is that just... Well, that's not... We know where this lever is. Yeah, Chris, there's this... Okay, just to let you know, Chris, we are 23 hours into this run of Blueprints. And I've only opened 1 of the 8 Sanctum doors, just to be clear. And yesterday was my first day opening room 46. There are 4 extra levers. I'm going to read this one more time. 1 backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy, but they're not told to the staff. Okay, so, damn. Damn, that's cool. Okay, now we know there's secret levers. I wonder if they were accessible before we read that note. Like, I wonder if now they'll be, like, accessible to us. I'm expecting a lever to be in the reservoir. Okay, well, here's what I'm looking at right now, right? We checked our item. There's nothing else we can do. I don't want to go back to the antechamber. I have nothing else to use my magnifying glass for. We have no more notes, no more secret knowledge that I can think of. And if there is, we could always do it another day. I do also have the entire demo series on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch me learn how to play the beginning of the game, because the demo always made you restart on day 4, and you want to see me discover stuff for the first time, you can watch my demo videos, or you could just continue watching the current series as is. They have been accessible, it's just that the conditions are usually mid to late game. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, well, I guess we're going to call it a day down here in the basement. Oh, one last thing, that's right. You guys did ask for me to go see... I'll go check my campsite, and I'll see if my campsite's there. Is there a way out from here? No, we have to go back this way. And do we even have the steps to make it back? I hate that we do. I hate that we do. Yeah, we start with 90 steps tomorrow. Yeah, the demo had most of the rooms, but they did a very good job of blocking it off. Oh, Jesse, you got gifted a sub today. Hopefully that's the one that came from Benny. That'd make it even better. Gotta go back this way. All right, we're gonna go check outside for our campsite, and then we're calling it a day to see if it's even there. Well, Benny's a goat for that. We'll look at the postcards, but I don't think there's going to be anything on them because they're just images that we've already seen in the game. Like, they're blurry images, as I can tell. Like, nothing seems significant on them. All these numbers from Reddington that we've still done nothing with, but we know they're there. Okay. Yeah, have a good night, Jesse. Thanks for joining us. Let's go check out our campsite, guys, and then it's time to get off for the night. That means all of us need to get ready to go. I don't think I saw our tent over here. Maybe it's still here. Hey, our campsite is still here. Look at that. Interesting. Even after you make it to room 46, it doesn't tell you, it still says you have to stay outside. That's a bit odd. I wouldn't have expected that. Yeah, this is a crazy streaming record for me as well. We made it all the way up to like 345 or 350 at one point. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Let's go ahead and just call it a day right in front of our campsite. We made the Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center of tomorrow. 5 green rooms, 4 shop rooms, and 9 tomorrow rooms. Anyone like that we took 293 steps today? That's kind of cool. We had 44 total rooms. We made it to rank 10. We took 293 steps, and we found 13 items and 1 new room. And with that, that is going to be the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!